Welcome guys for another preview edition of Gamebug. I don't know if we've done one of these before. I don't know why he's punching me. And why am I still stuck like this? He's kneeing me too. What?
I'm Tekkening you.
He's Tekkening me.
Yeah.
Because that's our preview. Tekken 7.
I win.
So, I was awesome.
Flawless victory. Oh, wrong game, sorry.
Wrong game. I was awesome and went and demoed the new Tekken 7. This guy didn't.
No. So I'm going to sit here asking him questions and you're going to answer them.
Yes.
Like an interrogation room.
Yeah.
I'm the police officer and you're the bitch.
I don't know if that's how it works, but okay. Usually the suspect.
Oh, that's right. I got those words mixed up. Sorry. I forgot. We've got to keep this also PG rated, right?
Yeah, jeez,
okay.
calm it down.
That's that other cop show I watched by myself later. Don't worry, best not mention it. So, anyway, Tekken.
Number 7.
Number 7. You saw Tekken 7 at Bandai Namco's office.
Yep.
You did it without someone punching your arm and kneeing you like I did a second ago. What was your general impression?
Awesome.
Awesome.
That's the whole wrap up. No.
Okay, it was awesome. Why was it awesome, Zorbz?
Okay, so first of all, this was shown to me as, a preview build, and I'm like, why is there already 29 characters? 29 characters.
That's a lot of characters.
I thought I was going to go in there and they'll be like, okay, here's 3 or 4 characters to play with. No, 29. I was like, what the hell? I could sit here playing this for weeks.
Yeah.
It was insane. So, 29 characters. So, let's start off. You got your main ones. You got Kazuya, Heihachi, Paul, Nina, all your classics.
Same old crap, yeah.
Then you got some of the newer ones that were in like Tekken 6 and that. Asuka, Lily, that Dragunov dude. Tekken 6 I didn't play as much of. Tekken Tag 2 though, that was awesome. That girl with the jetpacks and the razor blade things.
Yeah.
So, a lot of characters. And then there was also some new ones.
Yeah.
Some dude named Shaheen. There was some girl that, I can't remember her name. Christina. I was like...
This is really useful information.
There's new characters.
Some guy called something.
Because I was
another girl called someone else.
I was just focused on the one character.
Who's that?
Even though I'm holding up 2
fingers. It was the panda. The panda.
No.
The lion head guy.
This is a new addition.
The bear.
No. Akuma from Street Fighter. The greatest character from Street Fighter.
The world's
is in it.
Worst character from Street Fighter.
What?
Ever made. Who nosedived the franchise into boringness.
What? Don't listen to this guy.
And when I saw that guy, I just went, ugh! Because that just expressed my emotions as to what I felt when I saw him for the first time in the Street Fighter series.
He is so badass.
He's not.
He has the best moves. So anyway.
Some
Shut up.
extra character that appeared in Street Fighter.
He's
Nothing
like
special.
the superior Ken and Ryu who are the main characters.
Yeah, they just chucked him in there. Like, he's just another guy who can build up his inner energy and then unleash it.
Oh, he unleashes
in the form of a fireball of some kind.
Oh, this guy. I'm going to have to Tekken the crap out of him.
I've already defeated you in Mortal Kombat earlier.
So, anyway. So, Akuma's in there, so... It's not exactly the Tekken Street Fighter crossover that we wanted. So they had Street Fighter X Tekken, and apparently we were going to get a Tekken X Street Fighter.
Yeah, I remember that. Where did that? Where'd it go?
I don't know.
Why didn't you have the answers?
I don't know. But we got Akuma in there.
I bet it was Akuma's fault.
Oh,
Tekken said they didn't want to have anything to do with him.
So, okay. So... When you think about Akuma, you think fireballs and lots of them.
Mm-hmm.
How is that going to favour into Tekken? Is he going to be too overpowered? I would say no. He's got all these moves. You got the fireball, you got the Hadouken, but then you've also got the spin kick. I don't know. I can't even.
The problem was he was going to be too boring. They need to figure out how to
shut up.
Him, like,
so you got the Dragon Punch. And not only that, you've got his EX moves, so you can do like the double fireball, the air fireball.
Can you do a fireball?
Yes, I can. I will show everyone.
Please, at the end of this episode, if you wait and watch this episode, we'll see him do a fireball.
You will see 2
yes!
fireballs. So yeah, you do all these moves, and he's also got his special attacks, his super attacks, which is awesome because Tekken's got their own version, which are called the Rage Art moves, which they're like a... Basically, you'll see red stuff glowing off you, and then you do your special attack. Whereas his, you can clearly see the bar filling up, much like Street Fighter.
You used some Rage Art at work the other day, didn't you?
Oh, a lot of Rage Art. A lot of Rage Art. So, yeah, combining the two styles, it actually worked really well. Having someone with fireballs, I thought was just going to obliterate everyone in Tekken because they're mainly punches and kicks. But you can sidestep the fireballs pretty easily and get in close range and just mess him up. So it works out good if you're at a far range, you know, throw your fireballs. Otherwise, he's just as great up close.
What was the gameplay like, Zorbz?
So very smooth, very smooth.
It's always smooth. Is it smoother?
No, I feel it's on par with all the other ones. It has been very fast, and you know, there's no lag, no input lag that I noticed. Everything that you press happens when you want it to. Lots of combos, lots of moves.
What I really want from these games is just something really innovative and different. Did you see anything really different about this game from the previous game? And I'm not just talking about a new EX move or a new special combo type.
Well,
not something really different, like a new mode or something. Like, is there anything like that at all? Or is it
not that I saw from the preview, apart from a little glimpse of the story mode.
Okay.
And the glimpse I saw of story mode was to do with Akuma and Heihachi. So they're really focusing... Akuma's not just in the roster. He's part of the story, and there's a story based on that.
Sounds like
I don't know how
really
much...
boring story.
Don't listen to this guy. I swear to God.
I'm surprised you stayed awake.
We're trying to hype this game out. This guy.
Why Akuma?
He's awesome.
He could have taken any Street Fighter character and they get some nobody that's in late in the series.
He's the best
Why is he the best one?
Because he does the best
He's
moves.
just the same as Ryu and Ken with fire on him.
And he doesn't... fire on him. He doesn't air fireball. They can't do that. God, this guy.
I just like picking on this guy.
So, and he also fits, like, he looks like he belongs in that game. He fits the style.
Yeah, because he too can just bring out his inner energy and unleash it in the form of fires.
Okay. Just don't listen to him. We should have just... I'll edit him out of the video.
No, you need this input. You need it because
everyone's
agreeing with me right now.
They're not.
They are just going like, who cares about Akuma is what they're all thinking. Like,
alright, we'll play with him and then you'll be like, okay, he's awesome. Even if you don't like Akuma, you don't give a crap about Street Fighter, he's not the highlight, he's one character. There's 29 people in the demo, more being added.
The character select screen looked pretty cool.
It was insane.
Yeah.
And that's just the preview. There's more coming. That's what blew my mind. So onto the graphics. Holy crap. So this is the first next-gen Tekken game. Whew!
What's so good about it though? Like I saw bits of gameplay footage, it just looks like more guys fighting the same kind of fight.
Just the detail, like... Okay, apart from the character model themselves, the clothing that gets damaged as well. So Nina Williams is in a wedding dress. I don't know why. Hopefully they explain that in the story mode. But as you're fighting,
it's a Japanese game. They don't need to explain anything.
It starts tearing and gets a bit dirty, like you know, little things. I
think I sort of like this game already.
Doesn't get that far. For example, I was fighting the boxer. What's his Steve? And so
Steve the boxer.
He's got his hood over his head, and he's got his hood over. And I smacked him, and his hood went flying off, and he went flying. And then, like, just the clothing, like, it's so fluid and it reacts, and there's just so many things going on in the background. All the environments are really well done. They're detailed. You know, I was playing in a rainforest or something, and I just saw, like, an anaconda in the back, and I was like, what the hell? It's just lots of little details.
Okay,
it's so visually appealing.
But that's how. But these are the kind of things. I mean, I know you can't answer this. Probably can't answer this question. You've only seen the preview build. But these little details you're talking about are just the same kind of details that every fighting game is just doing, like these minor little upgrades and little tidbits in the background.
Yeah, but that's what you got to do. It's an iteration of the same game. What I want is
something new, something to really innovate. Is there anything?
Here is the answer for you. Play a different game. Because this is an iteration. This is an upgrade of the same game. If they just completely changed it.
No, don't change it. Just add something to it. Like what Soul Calibur 3 did over Soul Calibur 2.
What? What
They
did it do?
They added extra modes. They made it engaging. They did
Who
a whole
played any of those
strategy
modes?
mode. Everyone did.
I only
Because it
play
was
the arcade.
awesome. That was the best Soul Calibur of the lot, and 4 was great as well.
You know-
But 3
okay.
was amazing.
You know who these games
Three
are for?
was amazing.
These games are for the fighting community who go and play competitions. They're not playing strategy
I
modes.
I like fighting games too, but I mean,
do you enter competitions and go play at Evo and all these competitions? That's who
a
they're
small
for.
niche group of people go do that. Most
Have
people,
you seen how big it is now?
That's fine, but most people don't play competitions. Most people buy the game and they want to just play it.
But it's all
At
about
home.
learning the mechanics and getting good at it and beating your friends and both building up and being like, I can kick your ass, you can kick mine. You know, let's kick some guy's ass at the arcade or whatever. Like,
Yeah, but then why don't you still that? Why even make a next game?
because there's
Let's
new
just play the same
characters.
one.
That new characters bring on new ways to play. It only takes one character to mess you up where you're just like, I don't know their moveset, so I don't know how to fight them. And so you've got to change up how you play to counter these new characters. It's all about like balancing and tweaks to the gameplay. And there's just little
It
minor
sounds like FIFA 16 over FIFA 15.
and people love that. If you're a massive fan,
it's a roster update.
yeah.
They don't love it. They play it because it's the only soccer game they can play. But I mean,
Nah, you know how many people buy the next iteration just so they can get the characters or the guys they like on the right team now? Like, people are nuts.
yeah, I
like
knew that. Like I used to do that with Madden myself. But it's
You
but
can't
it's, but it's
talk.
the same game. It's the same. I still realize it's the same crappy game. Like getting rehashed with
Was it
with
a crappy?
roster.
No, but was it a crappy game?
It totally is. Yeah, like
Tekken
I
has never
haven't
been
played
a
Madden
crappy
in years
game.
because it's the same shit all the time. I gave up like 5 years ago.
But
And I'm a hardcore NFL fan.
every Tekken game I've played, I've enjoyed. I've never had a Tekken game where I'm like, this is shit. Like,
Yeah, but
Well,
you
they're
know,
all-
I want to see something new to excite me from this series. Like, it's just honestly, like, it's fine. It's a decent fighting game, but I mean, and some of the characters look pretty cool. But I just don't want the same thing over and over again.
well, it is a preview build, so it's not the full game. I don't have the scoops on what's going to be in it because if I did,
Fair enough.
I would probably get in trouble. But from what I played, it's fun. Like, I was playing one of the guys there at Namco, and we just played probably like 10 rounds in a row, and it was just back and forward. Like, I'm winning, then he's winning, then I'm winning, then he's winning.
And also, just to put a disclaimer in, it's not just Tekken doing this. It's pretty much every game,
Okay.
every fighting game. doing
Here's
this.
what I will say. Street Fighter V came out, was it earlier this year?
Yeah.
As a full game. This demo had more content than Street Fighter V did.
Probably.
This demo did. It had more characters, had more levels to fight on. It had more substance than Street Fighter V. I didn't
It's
pay
not a
anything
huge
to play a
surprise.
demo of Tekken, but I paid, $60-70 to play Street Fighter V. And that to me shows, like, if the demo can be better than Street Fighter V, you've already got a winning thing on your hands. Like, they've already beaten.
I think every demo's got more content than Street Fighter 5.
Exactly these days.
I don't know if that's too hard to achieve, let's be honest.
But, I'm just going to say what I played, and it was awesome. Like, I didn't feel like, I was like, oh, not again. Like, I haven't played a Tekken game for ages. Like, it's not like they're releasing them every year. It's not an Assassin's Creed where you're getting one every year, and it's the same crap. It might be similar, but they're not just throwing them in your face constantly.
It's a little bit more subdued than Assassin's Creed, I'll give you that much. But they are still like throwing the same crap in our face every time they release one. But I still want to see, I really just want more out of these games now.
Well, what about Tekken 3? When that came out, they had Tekken Force Mode, which was like the side-scrolling beat-em-up that you could play in it.
Yeah.
That was all. And then they had volleyball. Like, remember that?
Okay, right. They're kind of a big gimmick. You know one's going to put a huge amount of time in it. But these are the kind of things that make a difference to me. And Tekken 3 was genuinely, I think, the best one that they ever... relative to their times of release, I think Tekken 3 was the greatest of them all.
Tekken 2.
And I don't think any of them are bad either. But when I see there's another Tekken game coming out and they're not going to add anything different other than arcade, survival, and the same crappy modes that you get every other time
they
you
have
buy it,
story mode.
then I just go, I get annoyed. It's like, really, we haven't done anything else? Like, it's like they've had good features and they've taken them out. They've gone backwards rather than forwards. And that's what kind of annoys me.
I think it must come down to, okay, well, what do you want more of? More characters to use, or do you want more gimmicky features?
But I mean, is it that is it? I mean, they're taking a long time to make this, but is it that difficult to make extra characters in a game?
It is. For a fighting game, it surprisingly is. It's not just like a reskin, because you got to give them all different moves, and you can't ever have one character that is significantly better than anyone else. You have to think, okay, this guy is good at these moves. How does he play against this character? Okay, they match up all right. Now, how does he play again? And you got to do that with like 30-something characters. And the fighting community, as soon as one person's like, this guy's too overpowered, they cause a kerfuffle, so they've really got to make sure.
I think it doesn't matter how precise they get it on release, there's always going to be something to find afterwards. I mean, even Overwatch, I'm sure Blizzard spent years trying to fine-tune that balance.
Because you don't want
to... still they're doing updates where they
balance
what's the word where they clock them down? I can't remember what the word is, but they're still adjusting the...
it's just balancing. They're balancing the
power of the characters.
Yeah, and because, you don't want something overpowered. Yeah. But it's... From what I've seen, I mean, there's so many levels, there's lots of different characters, and it's not like Street Fighter where at a point we got like Ken, Akuma, Ryu, Dan, Sagat, like all the guys who just do fireballs, the uppercut, and some sort of kick. Whereas Tekken, everyone's pretty different to each other.
Yeah.
And they don't even need to rely on fireballs. Like, they're all pretty intricate in their movements. It's a lot more combo based.
You're always going to have that Brazilian fighter doing the Brazilian moves. The little
surprisingly, he's not in there yet.
Okay.
Eddie, he's not in there. And then
if it's not Eddie, they swap it with someone else, right?
Christy or something?
Christy, yeah, that's the one.
But she's not in there either. So there's more to be announced, so maybe they will be, but it's a good mix from what I've played. Yeah.
So just rewinding, I don't dislike Tekken. I just want something from the series to excite me a bit more, than just Tekken 2015 and Tekken 2016.
Well, we're looking at it. Well, it's not coming out this year, so it's got a 2017 window.
But you know what I mean when I say that, right? I was referring to the sports games earlier.
But, they've still got plenty of time to add in features and stuff.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the groundwork obviously comes from the arcade for these games. So,
and the characters look good. They look good?
Yeah.
Do they look really different? Because I remember, let's talk fighting games. When Dead or Alive 5 came out after 4, the difference in the look of the characters was huge between Dead or Alive 5 and Dead or Alive 4. You can still tell who they were, but the quality of the graphics were just amazing.
Yeah, the quality is amazing.
Have they done that step between the last Tekken and this Tekken with the character appearance?
Yeah, and it's not just like, okay, he looks like all the outfits are different. They've clearly aged some of the characters.
They've
aged. A bit older. Okay. Like, for example, there's a guy, I can't pronounce his name, Hwoarang, I think I used to use.
Oh, yeah.
And he had like the slick back red hair. Now he's got black hair with a strip of the orange in it. And he's got like an eye patch, and you're like, he looks very different.
Pirate Harang.
No, he looks like a commando almost. So, there's changes where you're just like, they look different. They look like they've evolved.
And none of them are injured from previous battles? They're all
Kazuya's got scars everywhere, but he's always had that.
Okay.
But they do look older, and I mean, Nina's in a wedding dress, so I guess she got hitched, so...
Lucky man.
But the story mode had some really good...
Lucky digital man.
Some really good cutscenes, they were really well done, so I want to see more of that.
Okay, well yeah, look, I want to give it a go. I want to see what it's like. The thing is, for me, is it's just going to be like a bit of short-term fun, unless they... I can't see myself investing a huge amount of time trying to perfect a character, because even if you do that, I always find there's some guy online who's just mastered something way more than you have and just kicks your butt and makes you just give up playing anyway. So,
but that's when you got to stick it out and keep
I just
trying.
don't have the time to grind on a game where you just repeat the same thing over and over.
Here's one thing about Tekken that you can't doubt. When someone comes over and they're like, let's play a 2-player game. What's a good game to play?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Tekken.
That's perfect.
You don't need to be like, okay, I got to show you the 6 million buttons on the controller.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Perfect arcade.
But I don't have any friends, so that's...
Yeah, well, luckily they have online, so you can play people online.
Oh yeah, get my butt kicked online instead.
There you go. Alright, so that's been our Tekken 7 preview, or my Tekken 7 preview, and his Tekken 7...
taunting.
Yeah. So take it from me, it's awesome, and I can't wait to play more of it, and hopefully you guys get to play it. hopefully maybe EB Expo will have some Tekken 7 demos there for people to play. I know it's going to be at Madman Anime Festival or something in Melbourne.
Do you know what's coming out when the game's coming out?
I'm pretty sure it's like early next year.
In the near future.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly. I would say, you know, I don't think it'd be end of next year. It looks too complete already to be that far off. But I'm not. I'm not sure. I don't know how long it takes to make these characters and stuff. So hopefully sooner than later.
And hopefully it's got more modes than Street Fighter V.
It already does. It already does on the demo.
Because it has an arcade mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Therefore it already wins.
It had arcade mode, versus mode, and it had a story mode.
Oh my goodness. It's
in
like
a demo.
This is like the bare minimum we're talking about here.
Yeah, and there's more modes.
Somehow Street Fighter went below the bare minimum. I don't know how you do that. It's quite an achievement. Yeah. Anyway.
Alright, so thanks for watching, guys. Check out all of our other stuff at www.gamebug.com.au. Like us on Facebook. Please, you know, if you've got any feedback, any questions, send them on anything on our social media, on the YouTube video, whatever you want to
tell us your thoughts of the previous Tekken games, if you're excited for this one, if you want more like I do, or if you're just happy for it to be the same old shit regurgitated over and over again. Let us know.
Yeah.
Type it in.
There you go.
Thanks,
See you later, guys. Bye.
Bye.